Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, all great Biafrans, and to all lovers of freedom. Thank you very much for tuning in to Radio Biafra this beautiful morning. Today is the 29th day of May. The 29th day of May 2024, and the time now is 6 minutes past the hour of 5 in the holy and blessed land of Biafra. Therefore, I welcome you to Radio Biafra. I welcome you very much to Radio Biafra. This is Sunrise coming to you live from Radio Biafra, London. My name is Sochima Mbanali. Sochima Mbanali is from Isu in Olu province of Biafra land. And I must say that it is an absolute pleasure to be with you here every morning from 5 to 7 a.m. Biafra time. It is an absolute pleasure to be with you here every morning. And this beautiful day, it is even more than I can express this beautiful morning as we get ready for tomorrow's celebration, as we get ready to celebrate tomorrow. Tomorrow is a beautiful day. It is a day of history. A day to remember history and a day to make history. Therefore, I thank you all and I welcome you this very morning. Our religion is Biafra, and here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. This is where we conscientize ourselves. This is where we motivate ourselves. And this morning, I want to also remind you that you can join us on FM radio at 102.1 FM. 102.1 FM from your radio. And you will be able to listen to us at 102.1 FM. We are also streaming live on satellite. We are also streaming live on our various apps such as Radio Biafra and IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra and IPOB Community Radio. You can download these apps from your app store, any app store. You can download them from any app store, whether it is iPhone or Android. It doesn't matter. Just go and search for Radio Biafra. You'll find it. Also search for IPOB Community Radio and you'll find it. Therefore, there is absolutely no reason why you cannot be part of this program. And we are also streaming live on our website, such as ipob.org, ipob.org, and radiobiafra.co. We are streaming live from this website. We are also streaming live on Facebook. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Yeah, we are streaming live from various platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook is Radio Biafra on Facebook. Also, Sunrise on Radio Biafra on Facebook and on YouTube. Sunrise on Radio Biafra on YouTube. So there is absolutely no reason why you cannot be part of this program this very morning. There is a clip I want us to start with. I want to play this very short clip so that we let us listen to what a commentator said about the genocide of Biafrans 1967 to 1970. But this particular clip is more like recorded as things were happening in 1968. So it's a clip to give you an understanding of what the actions that was happening in the ground at that time, 1968. Because tomorrow we will be remembering those who who paid the sacrifice, who defended us, who put their lives on the line in order to defend us. The greatest show of love anybody can do for you is to put their lives on the line for you. That is the greatest way to show somebody that you love the person. That is why any father, any mother that loves the children will not mind giving up their lives for them. And there are so many ways to give your lives for your children. It could be to stand on what is right to ensure that what is right becomes the way of life that affects your children, so that you are not part of those who create a society where there is menace, where people do not know the difference from their right and their left, and that becomes a way to raise your children, and tomorrow your children becomes like that. So there are so many ways to sacrifice your life for your children. But in this very moment, we are talking about those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, 1967 to 1970. Before then, 1945, even way before 1945, I consider the Aba women who protested and said, no, enough is enough. I consider them saints because they knew that they were fighting for you and I. I consider those who were massacred at the mine in Enugu. I consider them saints because they said, no, you cannot come to our land and take advantage of us. We are reminded of the sacrifices these people made and are still making. And I must also remember IPOB members who have been killed in the process of this. I must also remember them. These are heroes, these are saints, and tomorrow we will be honoring them. We will be honoring them. Let's listen to something that happened in 1968 concerning the genocidal war against the Biafran people.
Biafra, 1968. "18 months ago, this war began. A civil war with all the destruction, suffering, and hardship it entails. A total war bringing misery and death in its wake. Misery and death. Fleeing from the fighting and the air raids, thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions have been uprooted. And now they must seek refuge in flight, on foot or bicycle, or crammed into ramshackle lorries if they are lucky. They go off to some temporary refuge. Along the roads, interminable columns of women, children, and old men wend their way, carrying on their heads what few possessions they have saved: bowls, straw mats, and a few clothes packed into an old suitcase. Weary, hungry, and sick, they plod along. And at the end of it all, there is a refugee camp, or hunger and death. For in this besieged enclave of Biafra, shrinking in size every day, the incoming refugees swell the population and aggravate the already terrible conditions. Bitter distress. description. Almost unbearable. Wretched misery. For months past, famine has spread over the land of Biafra, like the plague used to sweep across Europe in the Middle Ages. The pre-war food stocks have long since been exhausted, and on the local markets, where matches are sold singly, where a spoonful of salt costs its weight in gold, food is rarely to be seen. There is no more meat, no more fish, no more eggs. Nothing. Nothing but a few frogs and rats. Only an operation on a huge scale, backed by the goodwill and generosity of governments, intergovernmental and voluntary organizations like the National Red Cross societies, can make survival possible for hundreds of thousands of these people. And it is just such an operation of mass rescue that the International Committee of the Red Cross has undertaken. All the donations in kind sent to the ICRC for Biafra have been centralized on the island of Fernando Po in the Gulf of Guinea.
Okay, I needed you to listen to the beginning of that, and I think we already listened to the information, especially how our people were blockaded, and then there was no food. People had to eat whatever they could find, whatever that they could find, they ate. It is not today where you actually have a farm, you have lands where you can cultivate, and today you are being pleaded with to go to the farm and cultivate your land. This today, the life you are living today, and you are complaining, we are all complaining because things are not how it should be. When we look at the life we have today and we complain, let us go back to 1967, 1966, 1967, 1968. Remember that this clip was 1968 and already people were eating frogs. There wasn't fish. Even salt was being sold in little spoons and very expensive. And matches was even being sold in sticks. It was very hard because Nigeria government blockaded Biafra land, air, land, and sea. So it was very hard. Now, under this condition was what these people survived. These people that we will be honoring tomorrow, they survived these harsh conditions, this wickedness posed on them by a government that says that we are one, forced on them by the same people who said that all of us are one. They survived it. They fought against it. They said, no, we are not going to lie down and die because you want us to die. No, we will not do that. And they said enough is enough. They fought in worst conditions. They fought in conditions that will make men, real men, to freeze. They fought with no guns, with no bullets, with no bombs. They fought with their bare hands. And if you have no idea, if you have never seen a hero before, then imagine these people. Imagine Ojukwu. Imagine Achuzie. Imagine the rest of them. Imagine those who died defending what the NLC cannot do today, the Labour Congress that you have cannot do today. They did it at the mine in Enugu, standing for you and saying, no, we are not supposed to work under such conditions. We are supposed to be taken care of. And they kill them. Defending you. The Aba women protest, they saw what you are going through today. They saw it as far back as 1920 something. And they stood up and they were killed. And today we remember them. Tomorrow we honor them. We celebrate them. We celebrate their bravery. We celebrate their courage. We celebrate their foresightedness. They saw into the future. They saw into the future. It is on the shoulders of such people that today we have IPOB founded by Nnamdi Kanu. Because of such people who gave us the opportunity to have this opportunity that we have today, this gift that we have today, the gift of life that we have today. And this is why IPOB is calling for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. And IPOB is simply not just calling for the unconditional release. IPOB is calling for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu in obedience to the various court rulings that discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria government must be obedient to these various court rulings that discharged and acquitted him. Because Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime known to law. And it is as a result of this that these various courts made these rulings, including the Court of Appeal, and validated by the Supreme Court, which made it clear that the abduction of this innocent man, Nnamdi Kanu, and his continued incarceration is illegal and a crime against humanity. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya for 8 days before he was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria, where since then he has been in solitary confinement at the DSS facility in Abuja. This is despite that on the 20th of July 2022, the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention joined their voice to others, joined their voice to the rulings of the Nigerian court. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention called for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu, declaring that his extraordinary rendition is a violation of international human rights conventions. These pronouncements and many more have failed. They have continued to fall on deaf ears as Nigeria government has continued to blatantly ignore them. Instead, the Nigeria government have pursued every effort to inflict severe physical and psychological torture on this innocent man and on thousands and thousands of Biafrans, innocent people who committed no crime. Yesterday, listening to Mazi Chinasanworu here on the radio, he spoke about Biafrans who are in DSS dungeon, Biafrans who are in various prisons, Biafrans who have been acquitted by the court and the DSS have refused to obey the ruling of the court. Blatant disregard for the law. You have an institution of the government, an institution of the state, founded upon the law. It is because of the law that you have the DSS, provisions made by the law for the DSS, basically created by the law, and they turn around to disregard the law. That is why in Nigeria the law has been rendered powerless. And this is the reason why On the 14th of September 2017, the Nigeria government, the DSS, the army, and the rest of them tried to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu. Despite him being a subject of the law, despite Nigeria government subjecting him to the law, subjecting him to their court, he was supposed to appear in the court just few days later. They went in to kill him so that he would not appear in the court because they have total disregard for the court. Thankfully, he managed to escape, but the Nigeria government killed at least 28 people at his family home, and many more were killed across the area, as evidenced in the 7 mass graves that was discovered after this murderous operation that they tagged Python Dance. What crime did Nnamdi Kanu commit? None. Just like 1967, when our people brought a solution to the Nigerian problems, just like 1966, when our people brought solution to the Nigerian problem, a true state where people have their autonomy, where people have to make decisions for themselves. That was what Ojukwu, our eternal leader, negotiated at Aburi in order to solve this problem that you have today in the Nigerian system. Rather than for them to obey agreement that they made, the Nigeria government reneged. The same thing that the DSS is doing today, the same thing that the Nigeria government is doing, the same thing that the Attorney General of the Federation, the justices in different courts are doing, going against the law of the country and the international laws. That was what Gowon did. Yakubu Gowon. And then he levied a war in order to exterminate our people. Genocidal war. These honorable men and women that we will be celebrating tomorrow, they stood tall and they said, no, enough is enough. And today, Nnamdi Kanu has presented a solution to the numerous foundational problems that have been plaguing Nigeria since its creation even. Issues such as corruption, political instability, human rights abuses, economic mismanagement, and ethnic tension. These are the foundation upon which Nigeria was built, and these are things that Nnamdi Kanu is saying. We cannot run a government, we cannot run a system that is proper if these things are not dismembered, if they are not brought to an end, if the issue of corruption is not brought to a close, if the issue of political instability is not brought to an end, if the issue of human rights abuses is not brought to an end, if the issues of economic mismanagement, if the issues like ethnic tension, these issues, if they are not brought to an end, it will bring Nigeria to an end. And they said, no, we do not care because we need these issues to happen so that we can keep making the people useless. That is what the Nigerian government said. That is why they went and abducted this innocent man. The solution that Nnamdi Kanu represents is a United Nations supervised referendum for the indigenous people of Biafra to decide our fate. To decide our fate as indicated in the United Nations Charter, which Nigeria is a signatory to. And today, just like 1966, our people are being killed. And today, just like 1967, Nigeria levied a genocidal war against us. Just like 1945, our people are being killed. Those who stood up and said the About Women protest and said, no, enough is enough, just like they were killed then, our people are being killed today. rather than respond to our call for a United Nations supervised referendum, which is a democratic process, Nigeria government unleashed criminality and terror against us. They unleashed criminality and terror against us. And today, because of the terrorism that the Nigeria government went out, sorted, paid money, paid Mietiala 100 billion, paid people money to come and kill Nigerians. Because of that, we have our own system of protection to protect our land, to protect our farms. We have the Eastern Security Network. And at this juncture, I want to applaud the men and women of Eastern Security Network. Without them, I don't know what our land, what would have become of us. In this planting season, in this season of famine, I do not know what they would have turned our land into. I was watching this video some days yesterday, where this terrorist was found at somewhere in Anambra State, eating the crops that the youths, the place that the youths, just next to where the youths are farmed, they are just finished farming, and the herdsmen, the Fulani herdsmen, the terrorists, they were there grazing their cattle at people's farms in order to starve the people. You understand that the policy of the Nigerian government has not changed since then. Still the same policy. The policy has remained the same, and it is a policy against our people. Therefore, we must support the Eastern Security Network. They are doing a wonderful job. Because of them, we are safe today. We can go to the farm. We will not be killed. Support them. If you want to support them, go to ipob.org, ipob.org, and you will be able to support them financially. ipob.org, and you'll find a way to support them. Yeah. So today, I just briefly want to play a couple of clips. And these are things that have to do with our identity. You cannot go anywhere in life without knowing who you are first. That is why when a child is born, a child is trying to understand himself before understanding any other thing. The things that has happened to you, the things that is happening to you, the things that will happen to you are part and parcel of how you are shaped, how we are shaped, the way we reason, the way we behave, the way we speak, as a result of the experiences that we have. Experiences that we have. These are what shapes us. Therefore, we, in as much as these are, some of them are experiences that we do not like, experiences that we would rather do without, we'd rather close our eyes and pretend like it never happened. But the truth of the matter is that it happened. And if we want to progress in life, if we want to be able to stand up and pursue those dreams and pursue dreams, become people that we are supposed to become, create things for ourselves, create a position in this world for ourselves, then we must know who we are. We must first identify with ourselves. We must accept the history, where we are coming from. We must acknowledge them. We must say, yes, this is where we are coming from. We passed through such a thing. Such a thing happened to us. That is why we are behaving the way we are behaving. That is why we are where we are. We accept them. We acknowledge them. And then we ask ourselves, where do we want to be tomorrow? And then we set up a space that will help us to become who we want to become, a space that will transform us into that person. And this is why 30th of May is sung. It's very, very important. Very, very important, because it is us acknowledging where we are coming from. It is us identifying with who we are. It is us saying today, not only are we identifying, but we are understanding ourselves better, and we are putting things in place for a better tomorrow, so that such does not happen tomorrow, so that such does not continue. Because you cannot even trust in Nigeria. The law is useless. Now, the laws in Nigeria is useless. The judiciary is designed to target the weak and vulnerable, so that the ruling class will be amused. The ruling class will be laughing. Even the ruling class do not have faith in the law they make. Today, they are having discussions about whether they should bring back the anthem, the national anthem of Nigeria or not, the old national anthem. That is the kind of conversation our lawmakers are having. Those who make the law that they made are the reason why people can confidently go to hospital, and the reason why people can confidently go to the hospital and not get any treatment. They go there with confidence, thinking this is my country, therefore I'm supposed to get treatment, and they get no treatment. And even when they die there, the hospital, without taking permission from anybody, steals their organs. That is why the laws these people made is the reason why organ harvesting is legitimized in Nigeria. And today, they are not interested in bringing solutions to your problem. Rather, they are creating more problems for Nigerians. So why should we waste our time trusting in the Nigerian court? It is useless, and it doesn't benefit anybody. These are simply facts. We must acknowledge facts as they are. Not try to, perhaps we want a better Nigeria, and we want to, since we want a better Nigeria, let us think, have faith, think positively. How can you ignore what is right before you in order to live in an illusion? It is not real. Illusions are not real. We must accept our identity, accept who we are, accept what has happened to us, accept where we're coming from, and then do something so that tomorrow will not be the same as what we do not like that happened to us yesterday. We are the architects of our future. We are the architects of our lives, and we do that by creating a today that will put us where we want to be tomorrow. It's like climbing a ladder. Once you've climbed one and you pass it and you climb on the next, that next you're climbing is like today. The one you passed is like yesterday. You cannot go forward by keeping your leg on that one on the past, but you must recognize that you have gotten to this point because you climbed on that one. You stepped on that one. That is why 30th May is very important, and Nigeria government, they knows this. That is why they keep putting things in place to make sure that we do not have a wonderful 30th May celebration. But all their plans have failed. All their plans have failed. And let me play this clip. Let us hear the voice of our eternal leader. Before I bring you this news, so that you understand that Nigeria understands the effect of what you'll be doing tomorrow. They understand the effect of what you'll be doing tomorrow, how it will positively impact on your life, and they are making their own plans to make sure that you are distracted. But we have the leadership, we have the Directorate of States who are hands-on, who are making sure that there is nothing like a distraction and that all things are clear. The road is clear. Sometimes, we are not thankful for what we have. We want perfect situation. There is nothing perfect. Actually, my aunt used to say that a little poison in the system is okay. It is actually not necessary for a functional system. These problems will be, even after our leader said, even when Biafra comes, it will be worked for 75 years. And Some weeks ago, Mazi Jonathan reiterated on that and pointed out that the work is not done today, even when you have your Biafran passport and you have a comfortable country and people, the army defending you and the rest of them. When Biafra comes, the work is not done. Because there will always be a little poison in the system to make sure that the system is balanced, to make sure that people are up and running, to make sure that you are doing your best to keep that system in balance, to make sure that things are good. So therefore, when you see Nigeria government and their agents doing whatever they are doing to bring you down, do not panic. If you know who you are, nobody will tell you otherwise. Nobody will convince you otherwise. Yes, they will tell you otherwise, but they cannot convince you. Anybody can say whatever they want to say. Does it really matter if you are not paying attention? Now let's listen to the words of our eternal leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, and hear what he has said about Nigeria and our relationship with Nigeria. We must be clear about these facts. Anywhere we go to in the world, we must be clear about these facts.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Killed a lot of people in order to preserve the Nigerian that Britain created. How do you think that will work? You have seen how that has worked so far. You have seen how that has worked so far. We have tried. We've done everything that we can. We've done everything that we could for over 100 years to be part of this big giant zoo that the British created. And it is not working. And it will never work. Therefore, the time has come to revisit that very foundation. And what is the foundation of Nigeria? How did Nigeria, you go back to how Nigeria was created. It was forceful. People were forced and lumped together forcefully. And that foundation is a forceful integration of people. Actually, not even integration. When I use the word integration, it's as if Nigerians are integrated. Integrated in landmass, not in the people. Not in the way of life, not in culture, not in any way in reason. Just in the landmass. So since it was created forcefully, and that has been a problem, which means that force has been a problem, therefore the solution is a referendum. Let the people now decide. The power to make that decision of a nation was taken away from the people. Now let the people make decisions for themselves. Let them decide where they want to stand and where they want to create. Because if you make such a decision, it becomes you will now see it as a responsibility to defend that thing you have decided. You make sure that you put your best foot forward and that you set up a proper a country for yourself, a proper nation for yourself. But since you did not make that decision in order to create Nigeria, how will you defend something you did not create, something your fathers did not create? And this is our history. We must identify with it. We must say, yes, this is it. This is where we're coming from. It doesn't matter where I find myself. As long as you talk about Nigeria, first of all, I tell you, I do not identify with Nigeria. I do not identify with Nigeria. People get surprised and they say to me, why? I say, how can I identify with people that killed over 7 million of my people in order for us to be part of a union? Do you force somebody to be part of a union? How can you kill me so that I will be part of your family? It doesn't make sense. It means there is an ulterior motive, and because of that, I do not identify as Nigeria. Not to talk of what I am seeing today, the killing of Nigerians by the government. That is why when you wake up tomorrow, you must understand the reason to identify with your people. Let's listen to this again.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps
now, what are these problems? What are these problems?
The very foundations of Nigeria.
Sorry for that. What are these problems? Now let's look at Daily Post. It says here, this is Daily Post dated the 23rd of May 2024. To show you, I want to bring this news for you to show you the people who are planning against you. They call the university Nnamdi Kanu University, and they said, okay, you know what? We have an event that day, in order to destroy any idea of you identifying with who you are, in order to cause confusion. And of course they saw reason to cut off that event. But you understand where I'm going to. And now the Nigeria government, they say to you, police intercept. This is from Daily Post, the Fulani newspaper. It says, police intercept gun runner, recover 7 rifles meant for enforcing sit-at-home in Anambra. Who are those enforcing sit-at-home? Why would you enforce sit-at-home when you are obeying the sit-at-home? You see, Nigeria government and their criminals, once you want to start something in order to defend your life, in order to save yourself, what they are trying to do here is to tell you that they are already planning the insecurity that they will cause on that day in order to blame it on IPOB. This is what this news is about. Let me read to you. It says, police in Anambra State have intercepted a gun runner conveying rifles meant for secessionists who plan to use them to enforce a sit-at-home exercise on May 30. SP Tochukwu Ikenga, the spokesperson of the Anambra State Police Command, who disclosed this, said the success of the operation was made possible by intelligence gathered by men of the command. He said Anambra police operatives today, May 23, 2024, by 11:30 a.m. intercepted a gang member of a notorious gun-running syndicate in Onitsha and recovered 7 brand new Joseph Magnum pump action guns concealed in a bag. Now, this this news made news the same day that they said they intercepted one gang member, which means this is basically the beginning of, is supposed to be the beginning of an investigation, but already it made news, because that is just false. There is no news. They just needed to blame IPOB and to set a ground for the crimes that they will commit tomorrow and blame it on IPOB. Police, you understand that police can investigate a crime even after holding somebody, especially when they catch somebody in a criminal activity. The person can be in jail while investigation is ongoing. They don't come out and publish it on the news. Then you ask yourself, why would something that happened by 11:30 a.m. be in the news? I'm sure this news was published before. I don't know the time because the time is not written here. But on the same day, something that happened almost by 12, if not by 12, Probably by the time they had gotten to their office, it would have been 2 in the afternoon or whatever, or 3 or 4, and it made news to show you that this is fake, and they are setting things in motion so that they can demonize you. Who is it that they will demonize? You. That is why IPOB is calling on even the WAEC not to put the lives of our people in danger, because that is what WAEC will be doing, putting the lives of people in danger. And if anything happens to our people, WAEC should be held accountable, responsible for it. They cannot say they do not know. This is not, IPOB never enforces it at home. Everybody knows that, because IPOB are the people. The people, the Biafran people are IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. So why would the indigenous people of Biafra make a decision and now enforce it against themselves? It doesn't even make sense. It's like I decide that I want to sit at home, and then I have to now take a gun and be going around to block my own way. It doesn't even make sense, you see. So I'm trying to let you understand that in as much as we are doing all we can to free ourselves from this contraption, there are people in Nigeria government who are doing everything that they can in order to demonize you, to make you feel like you are not worthy to be free, to make you feel like you do not deserve to be free, to make you feel like your march to freedom is not going to be successful. But they can already see, you can see that it is already successful. IPOB is already the people. IPOB is already the government. Forget who is in government house. That does not mean a government. It is like when you go to an organization, for instance. Let me use this. You go into an organization, there might be that person occupying the position of what do they call it? Like the way Iwanyanwu is President General of Haneze Ndibo, whereas the Fulani are the ones that put him there. Who do you think will make decisions for him? Who do you think will make decisions for him? So despite the fact that these people are occupying your house like the criminal in Ikonso house, it is the people who make decisions. You are not entering into this government house. That day is done. The day the people come out in mass, for instance, do you know the number of people in Imo State? The millions. Imagine millions coming out, say everybody, all road leads to Owerri. The whole Owerri, the whole roads from Owerri to Okigwe to all over will be blocked. The world will shake because of them. What do you think will that man in the government house will do? He will run away, because it is the people. The people are the owner of power. Power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. So because you have made a decision that on the 30th of May, you'll be honoring those who honored you, you are as well honoring yourself. They say respect is reciprocal. That is, when you give respect to somebody, it comes back to you. Especially when they say honor your father and mother so that your days will be long. Your days will be long on earth. What we will be doing on the 30th of May is honoring our parents, honoring those who knew better than us, those who saw things from afar. Things that we are seeing today, they saw it years ago. They saw the unsustainability of Nigeria years ago. And they did not just see it, they stood up and counted. And tomorrow, we must honor them in various ways. Total lockdown in Biafra land and in different places. Now, I want to quickly remind you that Maazi Chike Dozien will be here on the 30th tomorrow. I mean, Biafrans, are you all not being so spoiled? Yesterday, Mazichina Sanworu was here, and if that was not exciting enough, as if that was not exciting enough, 30th of May, Mazichike doesn't over here, and you see the policy of IPOB from the statements made by Mazichina Sanworu yesterday. I hope you picked up on the policies. Therefore, anybody you see talking bad about IPOB, about DOS, nah, that person, I don't know, honestly. If I talk about using violence, I'm sure violence, black people, yes, usually violence is what brings them to a stop. But I will encourage you, look at that person and understand that that person is not interested in your survival. That person is not interested in your survival. I hope you paid attention. You saw the policies. Instead of Nigeria government to be ensuring that the people survive, they are making sure that they strangulate the people. And IPOB has come to liberate the people from that stranglehold. But that cannot happen unless IPOB first understands where the people are coming from, our history. And that is why this 30th of May, IPOB is one of the most important responsibilities IPOB has taken, because IPOB understands the impact, the importance of it. Back in the days, I met to na emewe lunch in na church. I say anakukwa keba. Anakukwa da keba. I know it is not time yet, but when we see these things, let us say, this is laudable. This is laudable. You are honoring yourself. By tomorrow, sit at home, total lockdown, every corner of Biafra land, every corner. Even as far as, even Igodo, our Biafrans in, as far the whole borders of Biafra land, locked down. So today, go out, buy what you can eat tomorrow. If you do not have what to eat tomorrow, go out today and make sure that you get it done and come back home tomorrow. Use it as a family time. Get to know each other. Get to talk. Get to relax with each other. Have a conversation as a people, as a people. Tomorrow, I'll still be here in the morning, and there will be some coordinators from different countries that will be joining to tell us what is happening in their countries and to also inform people where to gather. Use tomorrow as a public holiday to honor yourself. You know, sometimes when we talk about honoring ourselves, we think of party, we think of food that we eat, we think of something to drink. Do you know that the happiest times of your life, you don't even think of food? Do you know? When you understand the depth of what tomorrow means, the depth, the real meaning of tomorrow, that you are giving honor to yourself while you are alive. Not even by honoring the dead, you are giving honor to yourself while you are alive. You are giving yourself more respect, more dignity. You are dignifying your existence. That is why countries honor those who dedicated their lives to them by giving them a special day. Countries all over the world. Countries all over the world honor their citizens who have dedicated their lives to the service of the nation. They dedicate special days to express their gratitude and to commemorate their contributions. These special days like we have tomorrow is a reminder of the sacrifices these people made. The sacrifices they made to protect and preserve the values, their values. You see, Nigeria, what are the values in Nigeria? Yahoo. Ogwego. Those in government defrauding you, sharing the money amongst themselves. buying expensive cars for themselves and even for their families in Niger, building whatever bridges, trains, and all of that for them. Those are the kind of what values do. Kidnapping, terrorism, recruiting terrorists even into the army. The values that are very, very important to Nigeria. Tomorrow you are reminded of the values that your ancestors stood on. The principles that they stood on. Igwebike. Tomorrow as a bunch, we are honoring, we are remembering these principles, these values. The core values that made our society a progressive one before the invasion of these tyrants. The values that made us a very progressive one. One where you don't even need to protest for anything. What are you protesting for? What are you protesting for? You had a good life, even a house. When you want to build a house, community builds a house for you. It is like what the British people are doing in their land today. Is things we did thousands of years ago. It's like today they are promoting women's rights and all of that. Things that we did thousands and thousands of years ago. Today, the Anglican Church are building houses for their people there in Britain. But there in your land, what are they doing? They are not even paying your pastors well. Even the Anglican pastors, they are not being paid well. What about the Catholic pastors? They only take money from you. You have to donate and donate and donate. Take care of them. They don't even take care of them. Not to talk of build house for you. This is what our people who were doing it. Who were building houses for ourselves, for our people. A small boy that will say, tomorrow, 17 years, I'm getting married. 18, 19, I'm getting married. The father, a corner. The community you are giving a land, you are giving land to farm, land to plant. Even the person you are getting married to, the community even provides what you need. These are the values these are things that how our behavior was, how we acknowledged each other, things were so nice. You remember these things tomorrow when you celebrate these people. These people died defending these values. They died defending them. Not just, they died to protect your life. Yes, they died to protect your life, but because they knew that your life had meaning. Your life is not this thing Nigeria has turned it into. Your life had meaning. That was why they died to protect it. That is why they died to protect it. Therefore, doesn't matter how Nigeria sees you today, see value in yourself. It doesn't matter what they do against you. They are breaking up your shop. They are destroying your business. It is because they see something in you. That is why they do it. They are fighting against your 30th May. They keep telling people, you can do anything. It is because they see value in you. Schools, of course, have told their people, their pupils not to go to school, honoring them because they see value in those children. They see value in them. And also, anyway, let's leave the other reason. Let's leave. I want you to understand that what you'll be doing tomorrow is a very, very important process. Very, very important process. It is a symbol of gratitude. And tomorrow, perhaps we'll have time and listen to our brothers and our sisters who will be perhaps holding different events in different countries. We'll perhaps be speaking to some of their leaders tomorrow here on the radio. They'll be informing us on what is happening, what they are doing, what they are doing to show gratitude to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. And now, anyway, we'll have this conversation tomorrow. We want to open up the line for our people to have this conversation because what we'll be doing tomorrow is very, very important. Very, very important. Not only are you showing gratitude, you are also celebrating the unity and resilience that these people fought for. They died in order to unite you Biafran. They died to show you now you are a Biafran. This is where you are coming from. And Nigeria was killing them to unite Nigeria. And they were dying to unite you, to show you where you are from, who you are, a Biafran. Who you are, a Biafran. The line is open and the number to call is +27 78 064 5457. I repeat, the number to call is +27 78 064 5457. If you have any story about what happened, maybe your father or you fought in the war, and you want to let Biafrans know about your story, you can call in, and be part of it. If you call in and you're unable to reach me, just send me a message on WhatsApp, and then I will make sure that I call you back. I will make sure that I call you back. But the line is open. The number to call is +27 78 064 5457. That is the number to call. And remember, you can also call in to tell us more about why tomorrow is. Why tomorrow is. I already have a caller on the line, Maazi Chukwu Emmanuel. Maazi Chukwu Emmanuel, Ndewo, please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Daalụ, sir.
Good morning, Maazi Mbanali.
Okay. Yes.
Are you hearing me? Hello? Hello?
I'm sorry. I something happened and we lost connection. Just hold on a bit, Maazi Chukwu Emmanuel. Let me bring you back.
Hello?
Maazi, I'm sorry for that. You were disconnected for a bit. Yes, please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Mbanali, are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Can you hear me? Please go ahead. Go ahead. You were disconnected for a bit, but please go ahead.
Okay. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel, and I'm speaking from my location. Thank you once more, Maazi Mbanali. As always, I greet my leader, our leader, Maazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many things that was hidden under the roof of heaven. I greet him once again. Yes, this morning, I don't know where to start, but let me start from a particular point. I greet Nnamdi Kanu again, because without Nnamdi Kanu, black race is finished. Without Radio Biafra, black race is completely finished. The foundation the white people built for Africa to hold Africa down started from Nigeria. And that is why they are doing everything humanly possible to use black people to enslave black people. To use black people to enslave black people. Without Nnamdi Kanu, without Radio Biafra, black people will be slaves forever. That is why they are doing everything humanly possible to make sure they destroy IPOB by all means. I'm telling you, if to say that Radio Biafra is allowed to be speaking in every corner in Biafra land, I'm telling you, people will wake up overnight. Because anybody who are preaching one Nigeria for you is your enemy. If your neighbor, if your mother, your father, your friend, your whoever is preaching Nigeria for you, is your worst enemy. That is the truth. Because Nigeria is created to destroy human beings. And it is playing for everybody to see it, to understand it. You see what you read now, what Nigeria is written on the newspaper, that they intercept or gun all those rubbish, just to tell you how wicked black people are on earth. The white people know that God created this world for people to live inside it, to put it in order, to live and enjoy. When you die, you don't know where you came from, and you don't know where you are going. The white people told the black man that believe you are going to heaven, so that you will be happy, suffering. When you suffer, you die. You don't enjoy the world you came to. The white people go to their place, they put everything in order. I say everything in order. They cannot allow a criminal to come closer to leadership, to anywhere. But in Africa, they are forcing criminals in the name of governors, in the name of presidents, in the name of senators, because they don't want black people to be a human being. When I'm thinking about black man every day, I feel ashamed of myself. By seeing somebody who is a black man, who knows the problem that is facing him as a person. And he's working very hard to fight for those who are fighting to save them in the name of saboteur. And you'll be happy, thinking that you are cheating those people, not knowing that you are cheating yourself. Look at, for instance, Simon Ekpa in Finland is living in white people country. He has seen how people are putting their place in order for their people to enjoy. When you come this earth as a leader, what you have to do is to correct any mistake they passed. Because there are some people that have come before you. You try to correct the past, any mistake you see on the way, you correct it. For unborn generation that is coming. Because this world is coming and going, coming and going. Nobody will come here forever. You correct the past mistake, you put it in order, that is government. You put things in order. So that you die, you go. Those people you left will continue putting things in order for other people. It's a continual process. But black people, the white people see the evil in black man. They say, okay, we will use them to enslave them. That is what is going in Africa. And that was what our leaders have exposed here. And people are not even understand what is going on. Radio Biafra is made to wake up people, to see the light of human being. Because as a Nigerian, you are an animal. Even animal is far better than any person who say is a Nigerian. Nigeria is just like a person that's suffering leprosy. A leprosy man, you cannot go close to him. When you go close to him, the leprosy will affect you. That is Nigeria for you. Nigeria is not made for human being to exist as a human being. When people are going front, they are going back. Any good thing, they destroy it. Any good thing, they destroy it. And the other side, somebody is somewhere saying is praying for Nigeria to move forward. Somebody is telling you that don't forget, a time will come, Nigeria will develop. That person is your enemy. You see, if I have time to talk to Radio Biafra, I'm telling you something will happen. You see, when I listened to a clip that was playing on this radio about what the Muslims are killing Christians up to 100 plus. 100 plus. It's playing on this radio. I try to ask myself, who is this Christian? Who are these people? Who is this Al-Majiri Muslim? Who their work is just to kill people? And all of them, the white people told them, if they slap you on this side, you show the other side, they slap you. And the idiots who say they are Christian are following the same thing. That if you do that, you will go to heaven. They have been killing you up to 100 times. Tell me what 100 times means. And you are going to heaven. The other side, who is killing you, burning churches, bulldozing churches, and killing thousands, hundreds, and thousands of people. The same people, they told them, when you do that, you are going to heaven. Have you seen how wicked? And both of them are doing what the white people told them. They go to heaven. And see suffering in Nigeria. See wicked in Nigeria. See evil in Nigeria. Tinubu is even worse than Buhari. Tinubu, after Tinubu, Nigeria will be worse than any worse country in the whole world. I may stop here because of others. But I'm telling you that if you have a brother, a friend, a mother, a father that is introducing Nigeria for you, is your worst enemy. If you have guns, shoot him dead. That is how serious it is. I think anybody who are human being must respect himself tomorrow. Because a lot of people died, and a lot of people are going to die. And Nigeria will do everything to commit so many things tomorrow to say it's IPOB. But I thank God for Radio Biafra, who is there to speak for those who are nobody to talk to defend them. Thank you, and God bless you, and all will have Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I appreciate your call this morning. Thank you very much.
May 2024 coming. We are Biafrans, people from the land of the rising sun, the glory of the black race, the ambassadors of peace, and the forerunners of freedom for Biafra and the world. Biafran's Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day 2024, coming on the 30th of May. From the days of our ancestors till this very day, blood have been shed. So many blood have been poured. Many have sacrificed, and many have been sacrificed for the sake of our freedom. Both life and blood have been lost for the sake of our motherland, Biafra. Respect and honor is all they demand from us for watering our path to eternal freedom. We remember the unforgettable and one of the worst genocide ever committed in the history of the world, the Biafra War Genocide. We remember our great freedom fighters, warriors, and leaders of old. We remember the killings of innocent Biafrans in the north and in the west of the Republic of Nigeria. We remember the victims of Asaba Massacre, Aba Massacre, Emene, Igbocha, Obibo, Onisha, Olo, Mpo Massacre, etc. We remember those that choose death rather than be the possession and slaves to another human being. We remember those who suffered and died under the brutality and inhuman treatment of the slave owners. We remember all victims of wickedness against Biafrans by the enemies of Biafra. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, remember our fallen heroes, and so a total lockdown, sit at home in Biafra land and in Nigeria on this day will take place by all Biafrans, freedom fighters, lovers of peace, truth and freedom. The world must always be made to remember them through our respect. As we remembered in the years gone by and have been remembering, we shall remember again with greater love and respect to our heroes. This is all we owe them. Please be part of this coming Biafra Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day as a Biafran, friend of Biafra, or as a lover of freedom and truth. Coming on the 30th of May 2024. Spearheaded by the IPOB movement under the Commander Supreme Leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. This announcement is coming to you from the IPOB All State Media Desk under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. Be blessed.
Yes, defending Biafra shall be our dedication. Defending Biafra shall be our dedication. I want to also remind you that if you are in Czech Republic, you can get in touch with your leadership, Innocent Abba Purong, on this South African number, plus 420-7788-25550. I'll repeat that number. If you are in Czech Republic and you are looking for your way, please contact the coordinator, Innocent Abapurong from Czech Republic. And the number is +42. Please forgive me. +407788255550. I'll repeat it one last time. +420-7788-25550. You can get in touch and be directed for 30th May, Czech Republic. And then various countries are already, they have their information going on. Let me also bring you this information. Okay. Let me answer this caller. Caller, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. Introduce yourself. Yes, you are live on Radio Biafra.
Mazi, good morning. Can you hear me clearly?
Loud and clear, sir. Please go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live on Radio Biafra.
Mazi.
Yes. Okay. I can hear you loud and clear. You are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion.
Yeah, my name is Pascal Amkanna. I am from Osisiomangwa in Aba region of Biafra land. I am calling from Czech Republic. I happen to be the PRO of media in Czech Republic. So I was directed to call to announce our Biafran Heroes and Heroine Day, which is coming up on 30th of May, which is tomorrow, 2024. So, and I would like to Czech Republic, IPOB Czech Republic is under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, and DOS is announcing the people that living around Czech Republic who wish to come to commemorate with us on the 2024 Biafran's Heroines Day should come and be with us. And the address is Upuruhono 20, which is in Prague 7. And the contact numbers to contact, I will mention our coordinator's phone number, which is plus 420 778 825 and the 550. I repeat, plus 420 778 825 550. And also my own phone number, which is plus 420 770 664 1015. I repeat, plus 420 770 664 015. So this is the number, the contact number. So anybody wish to be with us and living around Czech Republic, everyone is allowed to join us tomorrow. And according to the IPOB program, the program starts around 11 a.m. So we have the time. Everybody will start coming from 10:30 here in Czech Republic to start the program around 11. Mazindewo.
Ndewo. Can you before you go, please give us the address one more time before you go. Please, the address for people who can come directly. Yes.
The address is Upruhono, number 20, Prague 7. It's in Prague 7.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the information. I appreciate it. Thank you and God bless. All hell Biafra. Thank you very much. That is the PRO of Czech Republic giving us information about where and how to meet up tomorrow for this wonderful mission, the 30th of May. This is something we must all get involved in, every one of us. So if you are in Biafra land and you are not sure if your children are going to be part of it, then you must call them to know if they are part of it and to make sure that you have the address. Now, okay, I also must let you know that our people have already started going. Our people have already started going. Even in Austria is on tomorrow, heavily on. Even Mazi Foreign is already there. Is already in Austria. So many people are already there at Austria, from different corners of Austria, going to the place of the venue. So Austria is on tomorrow. UK is on. Different places. South Africa is on. Different places is on. So make sure that you call your children, you call them and say to them, are you part of this? Are you part of honoring those who died for you? Are you part of those who are honoring themselves? Because as in ebe Madonna kwa ozuko na kwa onwe, you understand. So okay, let me see if I can bring in Russia is also calling on their people to be ready tomorrow. Russia is also calling on their people. Let me bring a Russia coordinator in. Let me bring him in. This information, these people are going to also be here tomorrow to also give us information and updates. But let me bring the Russia coordinator in right now to also give us information about where it will be happening and how it will be happening. That is talking about Rafson Ndikom. Let me see if I can bring him in. I see the calls here. I see the callers here. Please do not be patient with me. I am trying to make sure that I bring this our people in so that we can have the information. Yes, I have the Russia coordinator right now. Mazi, can you hear me? You are live on Radio Biafra. You have information for people for tomorrow? Okay, I lost that. Let me see. There is let me see if I will bring him in again. Let me see if I'll bring him in again. Just quickly, let me bring him in again. So I already have callers on the line. Italy is on. I have Mazi Desmond on the line. But Mazi Desmond, please hold on. Let me bring in the coordinator from Russia. Mazi, you are live on Radio Biafra. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Master Mbanali.
Good morning, sir. You are
Am I
live.
coming out clear?
Loud and clear. Please go on, inform the people tomorrow about where it is happening. The honoring of those who died before us, those who came to save us.
Master Mbanali, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning, fellow Biafrans around the globe, and also lovers of freedom. This is Mazira Udodindikum. I came from Omaka in Olu province, Biafra land. But by the grace of Chukwukabiyama, I live and serve the indigenous people of Biafra here in Russia as the national coordinator. Indeed, here we are ready to go. All the things that is needed for this great event have been put in place. Because of that, I'm using this opportunity to invite all our people that are living here in Russia Federation. No matter where you live in St. Petersburg, Ekaterinburg, Vladivostok, in Moscow, any place you live, as far as you live in Russia, all roads lead to Samarkandsky Boulevard. Samarkandsky Boulevard, number 8. Samarkandsky Boulevard, number 8, is located in Volgograd area, Moscow. And also the most popular name people used to know the place is Dubai Club. So we invite everybody. Our program is starting by 3 p.m. Moscow time. So don't be left out, because here in Russia we have a lot of Biafrans that are living here. As far as you suffer during the 1966 to 1970 pogrom, genocidal war against the people of Biafra. Whether you are from, you call yourself that, you say, they tell you that you are from Niger Delta, or they tell you that you are from Ikore, that you are not Igbo. So all the people have Biafrans to live across the whole of former Eastern region. All of us are Biafrans, and all of us suffered during that war. So we are inviting everybody to come tomorrow by 3 o'clock, Samarkandsky Boulevard, along Volgogradsky Prospect. You'll find us in Dubai Club. Don't be left out.
Yeah.
So if you are missing your way, you can contact Moscow PRO, Mr. Charles Agajebe. The number is +7 926 66 660 5452. I come again, +7 926 660 5452. Then Moscow coordinator Amazori is +7 925 54 4542. I repeat, +7 925 54 4542. May God bless all of us as we respond to this great call of knowing our heroes, and also giving them the last respect. As we live here in Russia, we know that 9th of May of every year is a national holiday here in Russia. The day they remember the people that that were killed in the First World War, 1941, and also in the Second World War, 1945. So Biafran is the only country since the massacre of 1960s and the 1970. Biafra is the only country that our own horror, the terrible genocide, till today have been swept under the carpet. But thanks to Chukwu Kebiama that our great leader Nnamdi Kanu make it to be resurrected since 12 years ago.
Okay.
So we that are alive, we promise and we vow that in this our own lifetime, Biafra must come. You may doubt it, you may query it, you may disagree with us, but the sure have met at the both spiritual and physical. It have not dent that Biafra must be restored.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Sure, we are taking one step to make it to be a reality. So thank you, everybody, and also we wait for you tomorrow. May you come and bless all of us as we come.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mazi. Yes, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much, Mazi, and keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mazi. Let me bring in Mazi Desmond. Okay, just hold on a bit. Mazi Desmond, can you hear me? Let's see. Sorry, I have a lot of calls, so let me see, make sure. Okay, Mazi Desmond, you are here. Mazi Desmond, can you hear me? You are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. You have information for your people?
Yes, Mazi Sochima Mbanali. Good morning to you. I don't know, am I coming out, Mazi?
Loud and clear.
Mazi Sochima, am I coming out?
Loud and clear, Mazi. Loud and clear. Good morning to you too. Please go ahead.
Ndewo Mwachineke, and good morning to Biafrans all over the world, IPOB family, and our great leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good morning, sir, to you from here. Mazi, I want to also invite Biafrans in Italy, as this message is from IPOB Italy National Body, as directed by the IPOB International Coordinator. It is inviting all Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and lovers here in Italy to join us in our commemoration and honoring of our heroes and heroines, which is on the May 30th, tomorrow precisely. And the city having this event is in Milano, Italy. In the city of Milano, Italy, and the venue in the city of Milano, Italy is at Piazza Duca di Aosta, Uno. Piazza Duca di Aosta, Uno, Milano. And Piazza Duca di Aosta, Uno is at the front of Milano Central Station, davanti alla stazione di Milano Centrale. So at the front of Milano Central Station, there you will have Piazza Duca di Aosta, Uno, where we will be carrying out our message to the world. And if you are coming from any region, any part, or any city here in Italy, and you want to get directions or anything, or any inquiry about this event, please call any of these our officers. The first number is +39 351 278 4727, and the second one is +39 351 160 9914. And the time for this event will be from 10 a.m. in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Please, we want every Biafran in Italy to join us for this memorable event. As you know, what is happening, why this is very important to us here in Italy is that, some time ago, there is this news about Nigeria or Italy trying to sell some fighter jets to Nigeria. And IPOB released a press release towards that. We are using this time and that event to let the Italian government know that anything or any weapon they sold to Nigeria is not being used against the terrorists as they are lying. They have done it with America and they shift to Italy. So they are using it to kill innocent Biafrans in Biafra land. The evidences are there, the videos are there, how they use their Tucano they got from America to bomb our villages and our cities. We want to make it very clear to the Italian government, because Italy has not been known for a country to commit genocide in Africa. I don't know, I know of Libya, but then when the Libya people protested, they allowed them to be. I heard that story when I was there. So please and please, we want to ensure that we pass the message to Italy government and all parliamentaries that coordinate the state of Italy to understand that selling any fighter jet to Nigeria means committing genocide, to support the continuation of the genocide against the Biafran people who are already being killed on daily basis. So that's why we want every Biafran to join us at this event. It is very, very important. Our people in Milan must rise up. We have a lot of Biafrans in Milan, but even our family meetings, they don't even attend. It's so annoying, it's so bad. And you will see some of them, they will come out, they will start to talk as people or are like people who don't know what they are saying. And most of these people are elderly people. It's a shame that things are happening in our land and people will have this opportunity to be part of this event, to send at least our message. Just come and rally.
Yeah.
Just come and rally with us, and then let the world see us, that we are the people, that our people are being killed by Nigeria in the land of Biafra. It's a very simple thing. We want all Biafrans to join us on this day. Please do not miss out on this program, because if you do, you are not helping our dying people at home. Then lastly, we want every Biafran, anywhere you are in the world, you must continue to support ESN financially. It's very, very important. You had Masachina Samuru yesterday night. He made it very clear. We cannot continue to run around. It is time we start to take decisive steps in order to get our freedom. And the support of ESN is one of the most important steps to do that, because what we are doing, we need finance. Even Nigeria borrows money up to today, even up to tomorrow. And we will have nobody that gives us, only we that support ourselves. Please support ESN financially through our IPOB unit, IPOB zones, or through our PayPal, which is www.ipob.org. Log in there. There are different steps. They will direct you on how to use your card to pay or to support ESN in our PayPal. Then that means that's approved by HODDOS in the person of Master Chike Dozem, who will be addressing France tomorrow night in form of fundraising or any other means. Please, Biafra, rise in order to be free, because if we are not free, then we are gone, because Fulani is out to destroy us, and we cannot allow it to happen. It's not that the Fulani cannot, it's British that is using them. We will not allow them. Thank you, Master Sochima Banana. Let him bless you from here.
Ndewo, bless you too. Thank you very much, Mazi. Okay, let me go to my missed calls. Sorry, I have to. The calls from Nigeria, I don't think Mazi Okechukwu, I will, maybe if we have enough time, I'll get back to you. For now, let me see those who are calling me from overseas. Let me call back this caller. I have missed a lot of calls, so if I do not pick up your call, it might be because of time. And caller, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. Yes, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Caller, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion.
Hello, Mazi Mbanali. Good morning from here.
Good morning to you, Mazi. Ndewo ganiru.
Okay, Mazi. Thank you very much. Mazi, I just want to join our brothers to announce our 30th of May by tomorrow. This is IPOB France family. And by special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am the parade coordinator, Mazi Emmanuel speaking. Please, I want to inform Biafrans and lovers of freedom who are living in France. We will be holding our 30th of May which all of us have known that is our holiest day. And please, I want to inform our people that it will be holding on a place called Val de Fontenay. This is in Région Parisienne. Please, if you are coming tomorrow to the location where we'll be holding our event tomorrow in Paris, the whole France will be holding it in Paris. So please, the address is 196 Rue Kano. 196 Rue Kano, 94 120. Val, that is Fontaine-sous-Bois. That is where we'll be holding our 30th of May tomorrow. Then if you are coming by car, please, if you are coming by car, you can write 22 Rue Pierre Grange, 94 120. Fontaine-sous-Bois. Fontaine-sous-Bois is Fontenay. Fontaine-sous-Bois. S-O-U-S and B-O-I-S. That is Bois. Okay, that is the location where we'll be having our 30th of May. Then if you want to take train, because some people, if you are coming by train, then you can take Erewe A or you can take Erewe E. And you stop at Val de Fontenay. Val de Fontenay, that is where you will stop. Then if you have problem coming, please, this is our number to call by tomorrow, number to call. You can call 06 41 44 7484. Then the second number is 06 99 16 13 25. Or the thirdly, that is the third number to call is 06 63 99 33 35. Please call any of this number and you will be responded and you will be informed or guided on the exact location and how to come if you couldn't note it down correctly. Please, this is very, very important because, you know, this is only a day in the whole year that we have indigenous people of Biafra through the leadership of this very holy movement has mapped out for we to pay respect to the dead, just like Mazi have said, Mazi Mbanali have said. We are paying it to ourselves, we that is still doing this very struggle now. This is the same way the new coming generation will still remember us and you know, pay us our own image, homage too. So we urge you, please, just hide your ego, hide whatever you are doing, just sacrifice if it's 1 hour or 2 hours, just to respect them and you continue your life, you know. And as you are planning to do that, Chukwu Abiyama will help you and we enable you and we continue to guide all of us. So, Mazi, thank you very much, and let me stop from now. Ndewo, Mazi.
Ndewo, Mwachineke. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see who is next on the line. Let me see. There is a couple of numbers calling. The ones who have been calling consistently. Let me see if I can call them back. Perhaps they also have news for us. Let me see. There is this number. Let me call this number so that we get information. Okay, let me call John. Let me call John and hear from John if there is information for us. Is there? Okay, John is probably busy. Let me see. I'm looking for those who are calling us consistently, who've been calling in consistently. There is this one calling from home. Let me see this other number. Tomorrow, we will also be here tomorrow. So we will be here tomorrow. If you are unable to reach us today to give this information by 5 to 7, I will also open up the line so that principal officers can call in and tell our people where to meet. So that principal officers can call in and tell our people where to meet. And if you are in Biafra land, then you must tell your children. You must be able to ask your children why or why they are not part of this procession. Caller, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion.
Mazi Sochima Mbanali. Although I'm not receiving any response to here, I'm not hearing you, but I give.
Dalunwa Chineka, I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you. Please go ahead.
I appreciate Chuku Kikadema for the reason of common sense, security, and what we are. Our position as people who are now assigned to be decimated, but Chuku Kikabiama will not allow. Just let me follow you as with this identity. Know the truth. Identify me as that. My brother, I appreciate Chuku Kikabiama, what Chuku Kikabiama is using every one of us, especially you people who are in this platform of propagating the everlasting gospel. Continuation, so that the mind of Chuku Kikabiama must be fulfilled here on earth. What we are doing tomorrow, I want us to use this opportunity because we are all here together to contribute our water in different wisdom or ideological resources. Also, our people who are in diaspora in various countries of the world, we are Kikabiama scattered all of us. I want us to use that opportunity because since the leaders or the government of the world put the deaf ear to our cry, Biafran cry, we should have to go through the inner caucus students of universities, of secondary schools in various countries of the world, meeting them. We have to make this sacrifice, knowing that if we don't do it, nobody will do it for us. We have to do this because we are the first being on earth that have no development, that Chuku Kikabiama is sensitized on how to live on this earth. That is why that thing you said, I was touched. This is what my father told me. My great fathers told me in the time past, in the olden days. If somebody who have come of age and the person is not meeting up, people, the community, the family will gather. Is it to marry? They will help the person to marry, give the person land. This is what we have been practicing thousands of years ago, as you have said. Chuku Kikabiama is talking to everyone. They are imitating us. They came here and learned from us, and they are now doing it as if they are the people teaching us. This is what democracy is. It not what we have been saying? Is it not what we have been practicing right from onset? We are calling it Ohakrashe. As Ohakrashe Ali Emihere. Is it not what we have the Biafrans what we have been doing? Ohakrashe Ali Emihere. My brother, this very wonderful, important message our leader passed to us last meeting in the law court. He made it clear. He have told us now that the Nigerian court, that is, they have put their ear, and the Attorney General of Federation have told us their mindset, their plan, the plan of Britain, what they Britain, because they can't do on their own. Now it's Britain that will tell them.
Okay, are you still there? I don't know what happened to that call. I think network issues. You're back.
And as our brother China Samuru have been making it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, whoever is going to say he's coming out to try him is a terrorist. And we know who terrorists, what it's all about, whom they are. My brother, my sister, the leadership, our leadership, the US, and everybody that love Biafra and love to be free, to be set free, we have to rise up. This is not what we allow, because we are held here, Biafrans, IPOB, we are held hostage in the so-called Nigeria.
For sure.
Every one of us. Okay. So we swore that come out and fight and come out from this bondage we find ourselves.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution this morning. It's already the end of my time, so I have to thank you for calling in. I think this is your first time, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Mazi. Yes.
Yeah, my brother.
Yes.
Hey.
Thank you.
Where the network it's not. I thank God that maybe he heard what I said. Where I am, it's not network friendly.
No, I heard you clearly, and Biafrans heard you clearly. We are out of time, so thank you very, very much. Let me go to the last caller of the day because of time. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can bring this caller who has been. Let's see. Okay. Let me read you this news, this information. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the Austria, or you'll be in Austria tomorrow. For instance, you have a lot of money, you want to go into Austria to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice for you. I mean, you are creating memory as well. You can call this number +43 67 6643 4824. That is the number of the Austria National Coordinator. I will call it again. +436 7664 34824. That is the number. So you can call in and get your direction, get directives on how to get there. Let me see if I can bring John in. John has been calling, and the number is from South Africa. Let me see if I can bring John in, as we've already exhausted our time. We have already. Oh, wow. Okay, I was trying to call, and he was trying to call. We have already exhausted our time, but let me see. I'm sure the next person will not mind giving me a few minutes for us to give this information. Let me see what is going on. I want to bring this last caller in so that we can bring this program to an end. Okay. Hello, John. You are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Sorry, I'm calling you John. I'm sorry, I'm calling you John. Please go ahead, Mazi. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, I can hear you, Professor Mbanali. Can you hear me too?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mazi Ndewo.
Okay, thank you for taking my call, Professor Mbanali. You're speaking to a brother who's the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa Sud, South Africa. I greet my leader, Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience who set up this Radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and spirituality to educate us. And that is what you, Professor Mbanali, is doing. Thank you. Maintain your blessing, Professor Mbanali. Biafrans all over the world, Professor Mbanali here, read the voice of our leader, our internal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu. I'm sure you must have hear this voice all the time, but you must underline this word. He said that we have been trying to live in a Nigeria designed by the British. I'm sure you must know that if somebody designs something for you, you have no, you cannot undesign that thing because the person have designed it for you. Anything you do there, you alter it. So the best thing is to throw away that design. If you don't enjoy that design, that's the only way you can reject that design. So we have been living in a country designed for us by the British. He didn't say created for us by God. He said designed. Underline that word. Professor Mbanali, what I wanted to tell Biafrans is a story about my mother. My mother told me a story about his brother. The name of his brother is Ugunamana Namene. Ugunamana Namene is sort of I don't know if I call him a saboteur or people who work like a Simoye, who wanted to be a Simoye in UN and Suka, or people like Iwaya, or people like Mpitamba, those who wanted to warn Nigeria, those who want warn Nigeria, they don't understand. They don't even know their identity, because if they know their identity, this man who was accusing, he says secessionist, he have a catch rifle, without knowing that he is accusing himself. Because that is why I said they're suffering from identity crisis. You see what he is accusing himself of doing, just simply because the British or the Nigerian government tell him to do this against his own people. Let me tell you, according to my mother, because this is a Biafra history month, it's a wine tapper. All the time, whenever my mother wanted to talk, he said, "Oh, if to say Ugunamana is alive, if to say Ugunamana is alive, any problem that he has with our mother, our father, he said, oh, when Ugunamana was alive this year, father cannot talk to me anyhow." Because he said Ugunamana is very tall. To the extent that if he carry his rope to climb, to tap wine, he will just make the come 2 times. He already tapped wine. No matter how tall that tree is, that wine tree, that palm tree is. But others will go more than 12 times to reach on top. But what happened is, Ugunamana don't know that he's a saboteur. Because the reason why I say he's a saboteur, not knowing that he's working against his people, Ugunamana, they capture him, and he started now, not exactly captured, because the Fulanese soldiers caught him, and he's now supplying wine to them. Every wine that he got in the village, he carry it to them, make them friends. And without knowing, the Fulanese don't know that this wine they are tapping, there is a season. It is not tapping all the time. It's not coming out all the time. It's not like Ungo. It's palm wine that maybe January, February, March is still on exist. February, March, April. By now, it's already disappeared. And now it cannot produce anymore palm wine, real palm wine. So now he couldn't provide the palm wine for them anymore. He cannot. And the Fulani said, why are you not bringing wine for us all the time again? It looks like you are wicked now. You must go. This is a tree. Just climb. And this man is climbing up and down. He cannot get anything. What happened to him? The Fulanis one day get angry because they could not drink wine anymore. They killed Ugunamana. They killed him. They didn't even shoot him. They just used this thing of the gun and hit him, pieces his head. That is the story my mother always told me about what the Fulanis, about what Nigerian soldiers do to them. And we are still doing it today. Because we can come and accuse our own people, not knowing we are killing ourselves. That is why I say, Igbo say that he wants to come when he go wine. That is what it is. And our elders have not come to teach us. They stifle us of all the information we're supposed to know. And if you don't tell their children information from earlier age, how are they going to store it? If they hear it from third party, it becomes third party. But if they hear it from your mouth, the action is more vibrant. they will act on it because they hear it straight from our mouth. Now, the person will hear about our history, Dr. Okashi, and our leader, Master Nnamdi Kanu, freezer of conscience, is whom we know. That is whom we know. We don't know you, all you governors scavenging everywhere in the world, looking for money, looking for pleasure, buying houses everywhere in the world. And they want us to talk about it. Tomorrow, don't just sit inside the house. Is there any problem? How can soldier commission? They know your house. They know where you stay. Sit inside the house, sleep. Even this is the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. But tomorrow, you sit down in your bed, you read it until you finish it to the revelation. That is the work we are giving you. Is that a good work? Is this a good work? So tomorrow you will be quoting it nicely in the church. Sit down tomorrow, relax, eat, drink a cup, just enjoy. And we never said eat and drink. We never said don't eat because we are not even supposed to eat tomorrow. But we say eat, drink, because if you go out, I don't know, whatever you see is your own problem. If it's a lizard that meets you on the road and bite you your legs, well, that is your own problem. Thank you for taking my call, Professor Mbanali. Therefore, I love you. I can remember my brother. Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much for that information and for the story. This is where we bring this program to an end today. We actually exhausted our time by 17 minutes. Remember, we're supposed to end by 6:50, but here we are at 8 minutes past the hour of 7. So I want to thank the next person who I encroached in his time. And thank you to you all, Biafrans, who made sure that this program today was successful. And remember that we'll still be here tomorrow from 5 until 7. Remember that we are telling our own story. You can't allow somebody else to tell your story. You can't allow your enemies to write your own story. They will write nonsense about you. And remember, you cannot make yourself available as a tool for your enemy to use to destroy you and your people. You can't let that happen. And tomorrow is time for us to honor ourselves. If you are in Biafra land, stay at home. If you are a Biafran in Nigeria, you can even just use tomorrow and stay at home. And if you are looking for a book to read, there are interesting books. Go look for Things Fall Apart. Go look for so many books written concerning our history. Wonderful, wonderful stories, actually. Not even the ones that you say, oh, they are boring. No. Wonderful, wonderful stories. And to everybody who could not call in, don't worry. Tomorrow, the line will be open from as early as possible. As soon as I come in here, you can call and give information on where people can come and meet you if you are outside the country for the protest. If you are part of the leadership, then you can call in and tell the people where the event will be happening or where to gather for forward movement to the event venue. Thank you to every single person who has been part of this program. Do have a wonderful, wonderful day. Ndewo no mochineke.